Welcome those of you wanting to join us for Lady Cyclone basketball. We only thought we were going to be on time because we were the first game of the day. Supposed to start at 2 o'clock, actually. Initially, supposed to start at 5:30, but because of impending bad weather, they eliminated the two consolation games. They're only playing two championship games. They moved everything up. With the girls' championship game at 2 o'clock and the boys, they've set for 3:30. However, with the ACT going on for many students this morning, several of the Bryant Lady Hornet ball players were taking the ACT. They got a late jump from Bryant, and you know how Little Rock traffic can be, especially on a Saturday before Christmas holidays start. And they were late getting here, so we have delayed this game and just wait until they got here. I will say the Lady Cyclones got plenty of warm-up shooting. They shot for almost 25 full minutes before they were pulled off the floor when Bryant got here, and Bryant out on the floor. And now we believe they're going to start the starting lineups in about 3.5 minutes. So just one of those things. But, hey, it's a pretty good matchup in this championship game. You have the Bryant Lady Hornets, coached by Brad Matthews. They're 6-1 on the season. The Lady Cyclones 4-1 on the season on a 4-game winning streak. The Lady Hornets on a winning streak of themselves. They easily defeated Sylvan Hills on Tuesday of this tournament, and they defeated Morrilton in a pretty good comeback victory. In their game against Sylvan Hills, they hit like 6 threes in the first half. Mackenzie Muse, number 35, hit 4 of those threes. Really built up a better than 20-point lead, and they cruised to a victory. Against Morrilton, they found themselves behind by 13 at halftime, came back. They led by a point with a minute left, was able to hang on after hitting a free throw and hanging on and not allowing Morrilton to tie the game on the last second. Won the game by a score of 46-44. That's how Bryant got into the finals here in this Morrilton. We call it the Morrilton Classic. They changed the name of it because of the sponsor. It's the 11th annual Petit Jean Classic here at Morrilton. But the Lady Cyclones have won this before. They've won this tournament twice before, going for the third time. Not in a row, but they're going for the third time here. They defeated Maumelle on Monday afternoon, 67-50. Z McAllister just absolutely went off in that game, scoring 21 points. There were 3 Lady Cyclones in double figures. Joining Z was Anna Myers with 14 and Kara Davis with 12. Then on Wednesday afternoon, the Lady Cyclones had a tough test. They faced Wonderview, and Wonderview's been in our Hoops for Hunger tournament quite a bit. And Wonderview jumped out to an 11-point lead just at the end of the first quarter, leading at 20-9. The Lady Cyclones outscored Wonderview every other quarter, just inching their way back in it. They trailed by 11 at the end of the first quarter, trailed by 7 at halftime, trailed by 2 at the end of the third quarter, wound up winning the game 49-44. A great comeback victory for Coach Sherry White and the Russellville Lady Cyclones. Anna Myers led the way with 18 points and 5 rebounds. Michaela Ely had 15 points and 9 rebounds. Sarah Velasquez came off the bench and got some big buckets and 4 assists in that game. So it's been a team effort for the Lady Cyclones to get to this point, this championship game against Bryant. We do want to send our congratulations officially to Anna Myers, who on Tuesday afternoon signed to play with the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns. She'll be playing basketball there next year. We know we're going to have another signing with Z McAllister coming up. I'm not sure if there's a date been set, but she will be signing to play at the next level. So good talent here on this Lady Cyclone ball club. That's a reason why they've won 4 in a row, defeating Lone Oak, of course, Morrilton a week ago, and then Maumelle and Wonderview. Lady Cyclones will host Cabot along with the boys on Tuesday and then host Rogers on Friday. So a couple of home games coming up next week for the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones. Of course, Cyclones lost a heartbreaker to Bentonville West 2 nights ago by a point. Made free throws with 3.6 seconds left, but seem to be on the right track. Both teams, as we said, in action at home next week twice, Tuesday and Friday. This is a first chance to broadcast here from the new Morrilton Arena. They thought they were going to have it finished last year at this time of this tournament, but they made the transition in the middle of last year. It's similar to Lake Hamilton, a little bit smaller than it, but similar in its layout. We're going to pause here as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. only having 2 games today in this tournament, just the championship of the girls and championship of the boys. So the host team, Morrilton, will be in the boys' final. The Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs lost to this Bryant team on Wednesday evening, and that caused it wasn't going to be a rematch of the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Devil Dogs. As we look at this, the Lady Cyclones going to be the visitor. As usually, if you look at brackets, the top team is the home team, so that'll be Bryant. And so the Lady Cyclones going to wear their road red uniforms, and Bryant and their home whites. Kara Davis, number 3, the 5'2 junior, is getting announced. Before her was Z McAllister, the 5'7 senior. Maddie Howerton, number 5, a 5'5 junior, a point guard. Anna Myers, as we said, just signed with Arkansas Tech. She's a 6-foot senior wearing number 25. And Michaela Ely, number 35, a 5'11 senior. And coached by Sherry White. The assistant is Chase White. For the Bryant Lady Hornets. So we'll learn when they're announced. We'll learn along with you guys. Tara Trotter, the junior. India Atkins, number 11. She's also a junior. 15, Selena Martin, another junior. I believe number 21, Robin Gordon. She's the 6'1 senior, power forward, sometimes plays center. And the 3-point specialist, number 35, Mackenzie Muse, we said, hit 4 threes in that game against Sylvan Hills. She's a junior. That was the opening game for Bryant in this tournament. They're coached by Brad Matthews. They are 6-1 on the season. Meant to find out, I said the Lady Cyclones on a 4-game winning streak. We want to look and see how many, of course, they've won 2 in a row to get this point, but they're also on a 4-game winning streak. They beat Kirby and also Jacksonville, beat Jacksonville by 6. If you want to compare scores, which is always dangerous, Lady Cyclones handled Morrilton earlier in the year easily. I say earlier in the year, last week. That's always dangerous, though. They beat the Lady Devil Dogs by 2. And our girls beat the Lady Devil Dogs by double digits. Here's a traveling violation as India Atkins trying to go to the basket. And she just tried that Euro step they talk about where you actually step sideways, but she took 3 of them. They're going to pressure just enough. Lady Cyclones think about it as they're getting across the timeline. Maddie Howerton gets it in the corner. Myers going to start her drive. Scoop shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes back up with it just over the front of the iron. Gets it to fall, and the Lady Cyclones lead it 2-0. Russellville going to pressure a little bit more in the backcourt. Bryant with a couple passes beats it. Now the ball knocked in the backcourt is what they say. That's why it's not an over and back. That's where you don't want it tipped, so you get the over and back call. Hughes gives it up. Now on the right side is Selena Martin, not even facing the basket, not looking to score or drive there. Eventually gets back to Muse, number 35 on the left side. Lady Cyclones in a matchup zone defense. They go to the right elbow, and Ely took the ball away. She has to go to the floor to keep it up and almost rode up on Muse's ankle. Bryant, though, gets it back. That almost was disastrous for Muse, and now we have a traveling call on number 15, Selena Martin. They could have called a foul on Martin, so Bryant probably wanted the traveling call, even though there wasn't enough probably contact, even though she fell down. Russellville looked like they were going to take a charge, so when given the option, you rather the walk than the foul called on you. Z McAllister and Howerton easily beating the press. Nice interior passing from Myers to Ely, and Coach Matthews wants to take a timeout. That play was almost set up by the previous play. You had Anna Myers driving the left baseline. She shot it the first time and got her putback on that time, did the exact same thing, and then everybody thinks she's going to shoot it because she did the last trip down the floor, and that left the middle wide open for Michaela Ely. We said Ely just 1 rebound shy of a double-double in the game against Wonderview on Wednesday afternoon, 15 points, 9 rebounds. She's a 5'11 senior, gets her first bucket, and the Lady Cyclones leading it here 4-0. They get 2 big video boards on both end zones, and they're not using them as scoreboards. The scoreboards are in the corner. We'll show you what the scoreboards look like right there. But the video boards here, they've been showing the game. But between, they were showing a window delay. They were showing the Army-Navy game, and they just popped up Western Kentucky and the Razorbacks. So, you know, that game's going on. Back to actions. Lady Cyclones lead it 4-0. Muse in the corner. Gets it back to Trotter. Trotter with the headband on, dribbles to the right wing. They're going to spot up from 3. This one an air ball as it's shot by Martin. Lady Cyclones caught it and then dribbled out of bounds. Davis was trying to draw some contact, kind of open her mouth in surprise. She thought she did enough to get a foul call. The official disagrees. So a turnover by Russellville gives the ball back to the Lady Hornets. Lady Cyclones leading it 4-0. 5:52 left to play here in the first quarter. Trotter once again coming off a screen. This time is Muse. Her three-pointers and air ball too. Back-to-back air balls by different players for the Lady Hornets, and that's unlike them. We better capitalize on that while we can. Z McAllister and Maddie Howerton in the backcourt. Maddie Howerton tries to throw it up a little bit to Myers, and it was knocked out of bounds. Get a little bit of glare there, so we're going to back off our shot a little bit. Z McAllister gets the inbounds pass from Davis, and Howerton there's on her right. Z's going to launch it from way downtown. This one off the iron, and will go out of bounds over on the Bryant bench. And that'll draw that defense out a little bit, especially if she knocks one of those down. Lady Cyclones leading it 4-0, 5:20 left. Saw a trap in the backcourt, and now a turnover in the front court. Z's got it, doesn't have the numbers, does the smart thing, and pulls up on the left wing. Bounce pass to Ely in the corner. On the baseline, she fires it back out. Howerton fakes the 3. She'll drive inside, finds Davis. She's open from the right wing, won't go. Myers had the rebound. It was knocked from her hands, but in Atkins, when she was trying to get it, bounced it on the inline. Good hustle there by India Atkins, but the Lady Cyclones maintain possession. They have it on the right baseline. Inbounds pass to Myers. They left her alone on the block. Shot will not go, and Bryant with the clear out back the other side. Atkins' layup is good. India Atkins gets Bryant on the board. Lady Cyclones see their lead cut to 2. McAllister trapped in the backcourt, gets it to Howerton. Long pass in the front to Davis. Lady Cyclones will reset it here. There's Ely on the right elbow, dribbles, lost the ball, gets it back, shot blocked, and Trotter comes away with it. Ely guarding her, trying to get the cheap steal there. Trotter around her, trying to take it coast to coast. Shot off the backboard and in. Boy, that looked like she was out of control, but she hit it perfectly on the backboard, and we're all tied at 4. There's Kara Davis coming in. Shot blocked from behind by Muse. Muse picks it up too. Gets it off to Atkins. Atkins, a 1-on-2, pulls up from the right elbow. Shot barely grazing the iron. And there's Howerton with the rebound. Dribbles in and out of trouble. Gives it off to Kara Davis. And she'll bring it in the front court on the left wing. Z McAllister motioning to Ely at the high post. Anna Myers faking the 3. She can shoot it out there. Doesn't usually, though. Myers there. Dribbles it back out. Now Z, she'll launch it from the left wing. This one won't go. Atkins with the rebound. Dribble almost got away from her there, taking it all the way. Missed the layup, but she's going to draw the foul. We'll see if this is a shooting foul or on the floor. He's going to call it a shooting foul. A foul will be called on Maddie Howerton, her first, and the first foul called in the game. 3:23 left to play here in the first quarter, and we're all tied at 4. First free throw is no good by India Atkins, and we have our first substitution of the game. It's going to be for Bryant. I believe this is Allison Steen. They don't have a number 10, but they have 2 number 11. So we'll call her Steen until we hear something. And second free throw was an air ball. Second person coming in will be Kalia Walker, the senior, number 25. We're all tied at 4. They've airballed a free throw and 2 threes. But we're all tied at 4. Almost a steal. Good hands by Ely getting it back. Threw it down low to Myers. Myers had to save it in. Steen gets it for Bryant. Now we have a foul in the backcourt Let's see. Or call walk. I'm going to say he had an open hand, so that indicated a violation, not a foul. So a traveling violation, as Ely got in her way. When she turned around, she saw Ely and stutter stepped a little bit. Didn't start her dribble. That's why she had fallen down. Howerton in the corner to Myers. Myers looking at nothing there. Skip pass across the right wing to Z McAllister. Sarah Velasquez, the 5'8 sophomore, is in the game. A couple big shots. Nice move underneath by Anna Myers. Myers has 4, and she breaks the tie. Gives the Lady Cyclones back their 2-point lead. Russell leading at 6-4. Taking it all the way is Trotter, and missed the layup. They get the rebound. Fired it back out to Trotter. Trotter circled around like she thought she had made it. Her pass is going to be intercepted by by Ely. Ely stops her dribble, gives it off to Howerton, takes it baseline, lobs it inside to Velasquez. Nothing there, kicks it out. Z from the right wing. Three-pointer is good for Z McAllister. That's going to be bad news for Bryan if she gets going. Lady Cyclones lead at 9-4 with 2:03 left to play here in the first quarter. They'll fire it back out to Tierra Trotter. That all started with good defense by Michaela Ely. Here's Muse. She'll launch a 3. Second one taken, second one missed. And Ely gets the long rebound, gives it off to Z. And you can tell they know that Z's range is when she steps in the building. She's got it here. They left her open again, though. Left wing, three-pointer. Nothing but net for Z McAllister. They had her double-teamed, and then they backed off when she threw it to somebody else, and nobody went back and got her. 12-4, the Lady Cyclones lead it. Back-to-back threes for Z McAllister. After Anna Myers gave the Lady Cyclones their lead, and we have a foul on Muse's drive on the baseline. Is that going to be on Ely? They still haven't posted it. And it is going to be on 35 is what they said. Michaela Ely, her first, the team second. Now inbounded on the right side to Muse. Faking a pass, drives inside, shot blocked by Ely, and she gets the rebound. How about that? Maddie Howerton will take it from her with the outlet ahead to Z McAllister. They wouldn't leave her open a third time, would they? Surely they wouldn't do that. They just did. Left wing, three-pointer. This one won't go. That's okay. You're swishing those threes. You keep shooting until you miss. Remember that Sega game, NBA Jam, when you get on fire, you shoot it until you miss. And that's what Z needed to do there. We're in the final minute of play of the first quarter. Lady Cyclones leading at 12-4. Here's a drive, pull-up jumper by Atkins, won't go. Ball tipped around. Ivory Russ had it. Interior passing to Muse. Her shot blocked by Z McAllister. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by number 34, Ivory Russ. Z saying, hey, I can block shots too. 36 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones lead by 8. It's the championship game of the Morrilton Invitational, the 11th annual Petit Jean Classic. Velasquez trapped in the corner, and a jump ball is going to be called. The Lady Cyclones will have it. They had her trapped in that corner, and that out of bounds works as a third defender. There's 22 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Velasquez open off the inbounds pass. Cross-court pass, and now inside to Myers. Pull-up jumper from 15, won't go. High rebound. Pops straight up in the air. It's going to be controlled by Steen, and here comes Bryant with 11 seconds left in the first period. A wild shot thrown up. Somehow goes down by number 25, Walker. Zima McAllister has her pass intercepted. We've come to the end of the first quarter with our score. The Lady Cyclones 12 and the Lady Hornets 6. Lady Cyclones the visitor in this matchup. That's why they're in the road red uniforms, but you see they have just home and visitor on the scoreboard. We're visitor, and we're up 12-6. In that first quarter, Z McAllister led the way with 6 points. Anna Myers with 4. Michaela Ely with 2. For Bryant, they're scoring, of course, just 6 baskets, and just 3 different people hit a bucket. Tierra Trotter, India Atkins, Kalia Walker. There were only 2 free throws in that first quarter. Both of them were missed by India Atkins. Pretty good first quarter. Lady Cyclones broke out to a 4-0 lead. Then they got tied 4-4. Then they went on an 8-0 run with a bucket by Anna Myers and 2 threes by McAllister before Bryant finally answered. Lady Cyclones will be in action with the senior boys on Tuesday as they host Cabot. And actually, it's JV girls and JV boys going on. They'll be playing one of those at the old Cyclone gym. We'll have the girls and senior boys game for you about 6 o'clock here on our YouTube channel. Appreciate you joining us on this Saturday afternoon. This game was supposed to be at 5:30, but they were worried about the weather and people traveling. So they moved it up to 2 o'clock. Ended up starting about 2:30 because of the ACT test. Here's a drive and a bucket made by Kalia Walker. Gives her 4 points, and Lady Cyclones have watched Bryant go on a short little 4-0 run. Still hold a 12-8 lead. Myers couldn't get the pass to her. It got intercepted before it got to her. She was open on the block. Even though Lady Cyclones are in the lead, they've been turning the ball over a little bit. And there's Muse knocking down a 3. And just like that, the 8-point lead is down to 1. And Coach Sherry White wants to take a timeout. That's why you can't rest on a team like this. They're scrappy. They'll cause turnovers with how they overplay the passing lanes, but they can also hit the 3. And so any team that can hit the 3 is never out of the game. Lady Cyclones led 12-4 at one point. It's 12-11 now. You don't want Mackenzie Muse to get going shooting the threes. Russell got here by beating Maumelle on Monday afternoon and Wonderview on Wednesday afternoon. Nice comeback victory for the Lady Cyclones against Wonderview. They trailed by 11 at the end of the first quarter, clawed their way back to take the lead in the fourth quarter, won the game by 5. Coming up at halftime, we're going to talk to you about the Hoops for Hunger tournament that happens after Christmas. Boys and girls tournament at Cyclone Arena. We'll tell you all the matchups of the 3-day tournament. Starts in the morning, concludes in the evening. It's a all-day thing. Get your basketball fix right after Christmas. Now the timeout. Lady Cyclone setting up, and backdoor cut. Velasquez pass was almost out of bounds. When she saved it, Russell couldn't control it. Pass was out of her reach, really. Lady Cyclones lead at 12-11. Bryant has not led in this game. Kara Davis will check in, replacing Velasquez. And also coming in for the first time, Hillian Vardaman, the 6-foot senior, and she'll replace Anna Myers, who gets a breather. Leah Walker dribbles to the right wing. Muse open. Her three-pointer was blocked by Ely. However, Bryant had it. We have a foul on the inside. Is that going to be on Vardaman or who? It will be on Hillian Vardaman, her third team foul. Russell only been called for 3 fouls, but Bryant has not been whistled for a foul yet. And we're 6:40 left in the second quarter. Here's a pull-up shot, banked it in. Kalia Walker, and that is the first lead for Bryant. They lead at 13-12. Well, Lady Cyclones led by 8 at one point. They haven't scored since. 9-0 run by Bryant, and Lady Cyclones just threw it away. 13-12, Russell trailing, 6:21 left in the first half. Walker's come off the bench with 6 points. She lobs one inside. It was caught by Steen, but nothing there. She had to kick it back out. A pull-up jumper by Atkins is good, and now they've got it going. 11-0 run for the Lady Hornets. They lead it by 3, 15-12. Russell, though, has been their own worst enemy. They've been turning the ball over, and it hasn't been any great defense by Bryant. Probably one. They've been throwing the ball away and almost threw it away there, but it was last touched by the Lady Hornets. Russell just forcing things there. Not just there, but on the last few offensive possessions. Kara Davis will inbound at the corner. Howerton open. Three-pointer is good. Maddie Howerton, and they really weren't respecting her. They were leaving her open a few times. And very important for her to knock that down. So they have to pay attention to her. And we're all tied at 15. They lob it inside Steen. Left-handed shot is up and in. Allison Steen, her first basket. Bryant goes right back up by 2, 17-15. Z. McAllister going to throw it inside. It never got to Davis. And it got knocked out of bounds. They're playing that zone, and the back of that zone, they haven't shored up yet. And Lady Cyclones have been behind it, but they have not been able to get the pass completed behind that. Myers comes back in, replacing Vardaman. Howerton fakes the three, sidesteps him in, and knocks down the three after that. Call that a flyby. She let the player just fly by her, and she gives the Lady Cyclones a 1-point lead with that made three. 18-17 with 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Inside to Steen once again. High off the backboard with the left-handed shot there. She's come off the bench with 4 points. And Bryant goes back up by a point, 19-18. Z is thinking about that one. Howerton and back to McAllister. Kara Davis in the corner. They double team her. They reverse it around to Howerton. Not quick enough to give her an open look, though. 4:35 left. Davis lobs it out, and nobody's there. Bryant's got it on the run. They're coming in from the left side. Layup is good by India Atkins. Davis didn't realize where her teammate was. I think we had sunk down a little bit. She didn't realize it. And again, unforced errors, I think, is what they call it in tennis. And that's what Lady Cyclones are having happen to them here. Nice interior passing from Howerton. And Michaela Ely cashes in with her 4th point. Pulls the Lady Cyclones within a point. We have a whistle, a foul in the backcourt. This will be on Kara Davis. We're going to play the entire half and no fouls called on Bryant. They have not been whistled. They're letting them play, and it's fine. Only 4's been called on Russellville, but you think at some point the official will look up there and say, well, surely we got to call one on the white team there. Lady Cyclones trailing 21-20. And now a traveling violation. It's the second time that they've gone inside, created contact, and the whistle for traveling. That's on India Atkins' drive there as Myers was set up to not foul, maybe take the charge. Lady Cyclones trail by a point. Ely at the right elbow, splits the double team, shot off the backboard, no good. There's Atkins with the rebound, gives it back to Walker, and it was almost intercepted. Walker working against Davis. She crosses the timeline and slows it up. Bryant leading the Lady Cyclones 21-20, 3:15 left to play here in the first half. Atkins will take over at the top. Muse, who we haven't heard from since she hit that three. They go inside, shot no good, ball tipped, and Howerton had it, but her feet were on the baseline there, so it's ball out. Bryant will have it on the left baseline. Ivory Russ, the junior, be the trigger man. Throws it out up top to Walker. Now inside to Rust, and let's see. She draws some contact. Shot does not go. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Lady Cyclones got there just a little bit late. There's exactly 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Russell trailing by a point. They didn't post who the foul was on. I think it's on Myers, but they still haven't posted. They haven't even posted it was a foul on. They're going to call it on Ely. That's her second then. First free throw was good by Russ. Second free throw also good. 3-point lead for Lady Hornets. 5 fouls on Russellville, 0 on Bryant, but 2 on Ely. Davis double team, drives inside. Nice interior pass there to Ely, who's in the lane and cashes in once again. She's got 6 points. Lady Cyclones back to within a point. 2:43 left to play first half. 23-22 our score. Bryant leads. They go inside to Rust. She throws it to Steen. Steen's shot no good. Rust with the rebound, throws it up no good. Steen with the offensive board. They're getting more possessions than we'd like. Got to hold them to 1, and now a blocking foul is going to be called as Kara Davis thought she was set up to take the charge. And Kara Davis going to be whistled for her second. And that's the 16th foul called on Bryant. And still, 16 foul called on Russellville, and still 0 fouls called on Bryant. We're almost through the first half. First free throw is good by Walker. (24-22) our score. A couple substitutions coming in for Bryant. Mainly Robin Gordon, 6'1" senior. Second free throw is good by Walker. She's got 8 points. She hits both from the line. 3-point lead once again for the Lady Hornets. Howerton trying to get around a double team. Needs some help. Gets it to Ely. Ely had a couple people wide open. Couldn't get it to her. The ball was knocked from her. And let's see, there's a scramble for it underneath. Still a scramble. And they're going to call a jump ball, and it'll belong to who? Lady Cyclones, because I think Bryant got it to start the second quarter. No? Okay, this possession arrow said going on. I don't remember the previous jump ball, but they said possession arrow goes to Bryant. Okay. Now they're going to have a talk about it because they're not sure. We're not sure either. We thought that Bryant got it to start the second quarter. Okay, it is Russellville basketball. That's right. Possession arrow on the scores table says Russellville. The possession arrow on the scoreboard says Russellville. So we're confused on what the confusion was. Why they say Bryant. Lady Cyclones will have it. 2:05 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing by 3. Inbounds pass comes to Blakely Walker, who's in the game for the first time. With her dribble on the right side, backing it back out, double team, ball knocked out of bounds. And let's see. Oh, we're going to get a foul called on Blakely Walker. That'll be her first and the 17th foul on Lady Cyclones, and we're walking to the end. Now it's getting a little bit out of hand. 7 fouls to 0. Now we can start complaining a little bit. It's 4-0, 3-0. We don't say a whole lot, but first free throw no good, so you don't get the bonus. Rebound chased down by Blakely. She'll bring it in the front court. Lady Cyclones through all this just trailed by 3, 25-22. There's Ely. Nice dump down to Myers, and she's going to be fouled. And that, with 1:47 left to play in the first half, is your first foul called on Bryant. Almost wish they wouldn't have called the foul so we could always say, saw it where they didn't call a foul on one team in the entire half. First free throw by Anna Myers is good. She's got 5 points. Makes it 25-23, Bryant. Second free throw is also good. Bryant leads at 25-24. Minute 43 left to play here in the first half. At the top is Robin Gordon. Throw it around eventually. Gets it back. Shot blocked out of bounds by Z McAllister. Looked like Trotter was going to have an easy layup, and Z with her second block of the game. Minute 32 left, the first half. Off the inbounds pass, Muse in the lane, pulls up. Shot might have been partially blocked by Myers, not sure. Either way, Walker came away with the rebound, and we get a foul called on Bryant. That's just their second team foul. And it'll be on number 21, Robin Gordon. Lady Cyclones trail by 1. Minute 23 left to play here in the first half. Z McAllister to Ely, to Myers. Layup won't go. Hung on the back of the iron, and Lady Cyclones almost took the lead there on that shot. Just would not go down. Here's a shot partially blocked by McAllister. Ely has the rebound, needs some help. Her pass is intercepted. Bryant now, a drive, shot no good. Underneath is Gordon with the follow. Robin Gordon, her first basket, and it's a 3-point lead for Bryant. Pretty much everybody else for the Lady Cyclones had released down court. Didn't realize the ball had been turned back over. Russellville trails by 3 with 44 seconds left in the first half. Howerton back to Z. A long 3 from way downtown, out of bounds, off the miss. 27-24. Bryant's largest lead has been 3. And that's what it is right now. They're going to play for one shot. They cross the timeline with 26 seconds left. On the right side is India Atkins. Coming off the screen was Martin. Martin will drive and won't get the shot to go. Ball lost out of bounds, and they say last touch by Russellville. And Coach White was talking to the official. She wanted a foul called on Gordon. Muse gets the inbounds pass. Step back three-pointer, rims out. Myers gets the rebound here. We'll give it up to Z McAllister. 7 seconds left. Still in the backcourt with 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Fires it ahead to Blakely Walker. Can she get a shot off? And no, couldn't get the foul called there. Looked like there was a foul in that three-point shot. The official didn't make the call, and Coach White was checking on her player. Thought she was hammered there, but they didn't get the call. So we've come to the end of the first half with our score, Bryant 27 and the Lady Cyclones 24. We'll keep it right here. We're going to take a brief minute break just to total some things for you as the Lady Cyclones trail by 3 at halftime. Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones trail by 3 at halftime, 27-24 to Bryant. Lady Cyclones led by as many as 8 and trailed by as many as 3, and that's where we are now. Lady Cyclones took an early 12-4 lead on a couple threes by Z McAllister and a two-point basket by Anna Myers. Led by 6 at the end of the first quarter, but Bryant had made the last basket of the first quarter, and then they just kept scoring and ended up taking a 15-12 lead. That was an 11-0 run by Bryant. The Lady Cyclones battled back and went back and forth. A lead changed hands a few times, but Bryant secured the three-point lead, and Lady Cyclones looked like they had a shot to get within one or tie it. Blakely Walker was lining up for a three, and they said that they got the block. It looked like a foul, but wasn't called. The fouls are pretty lopsided in that first half. 7 fouls called on Russell and just 2 on Bryant. 2 fouls for Kara Davis and 2 fouls for Michaela Ely. So they're the only 2 Lady Cyclones that are in foul trouble. Here's an odd stat here. Lady Cyclones have 24 points. They have 4 players with 6 points, and that's their 24 points. So with 6 points, Michaela Ely, Anna Myers, Maddie Howerton, and Z McAllister. Ely has 3 two-point buckets. Anna Myers with a couple of two-point buckets and 2 free throws. Howerton and Z McAllister, both of them have each hit 2 threes in that first half. Leading the way for Bryant, 2 players, India Atkins, who is a starter, and then coming off a bench is Kalia Walker. She has 8 points, 6 points for Atkins there. And that's where we stand at halftime with Bryant leading 27-24. We told you we'd talk about the Hoops for Hunger tournament. Now, look, Lady Cyclones play a couple of games next week. They host Cabot on Tuesday, host Rogers on Friday. Then they host Mountain Home, all with the boys. Actually, the Rogers game, and then host Mountain Home with the boys on the 20th. They break for Christmas. And then after Christmas, on December 27th through the 29th, is the Holiday Hoops for Hunger tournament. And it's boys and girls tournament. As we said, they have 4 games. They have 8 games each day, starting at 10 o'clock, and the last game starts at 8:30. So we'll talk to you about the girls first. The Lady Cyclones actually will play at 7 o'clock that evening. They host Fort Smith Southside. On their side of the bracket, win or lose, they'll play the winner or loser of Pottsville and DeQueen. On the other side of the girls' bracket is Johnson County Westside against Two Rivers, and Charleston against Little Rock Central. Of course, we've seen Johnson County Westside and Charleston in this tournament before, but newcomers, Two Rivers and Little Rock Central. On the boys' side, Baptist Prep is making their first appearance in the tournament. They will take on the boys of Johnson County Westside. We have the girls, but not the boys. That'll actually be a 2:30 game. Pottsville boys will take on Little Rock Catholic. It's the first chance for them to be in this tournament, Catholic. Two Rivers and Episcopal is on the same side of Russellville, as the Russellville Cyclones will be the last game of the first day at 8:30. They will play DeQueen. And, of course, win or lose, they'll play the winner-loser of Episcopal and Two Rivers. It's set up for the boys and girls to be the last game of the first day, and if they keep winning, they'll continue to be the last game because the girls will play at 7, the boys play at 8:30. If they win, they'll play at 7 and 8:30 the next night. If they lose, they'll be playing early afternoon at 1 o'clock and 2:30. but a good chance to come out at Cyclone Arena and see a lot of basketball in 3 games. 8 games in 3 days. And teams like to be in this tournament for a couple reasons. First is you're guaranteed 3 games, but also they are already raising money and fighting hunger. That's why it's called Hoops for Hunger. And a lot of schools kind of get behind that. And so we will have that for you December 27th, 28th, and 29th. Just got a text from Reverend Tom Scott. He said they're looking at Z's signing to be the 10th of January. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say next week or when it was coming, so thanks for that. As we said, Anna Myers signed last week, and Z McAllister going to sign the 10th of January. So there'll be press releases about that sent out by our athletic director, and we'll be mentioning to you as we get closer. Congratulations, at least 2 of these girls playing at the next level. We got some work to do. The Lady Cyclones trail by 3 at the end of this first half, just with a couple minutes left until we start the second half. They've canceled all the games for today except the championship games because of weather. The Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs were actually supposed to play earlier, and they've canceled all those games, moved it up to 2 o'clock. We were late getting started because Bryant was late getting here. This game was supposed to start at 2 because of the Bryant girls, some of the Bryant girls taking the ACT test. They got stuck in Little Rock traffic, got a late jump, and this game didn't start till about 2:30. The Lady Cyclones might be tired. They were out shooting for a good 20 minutes before Bryant was even here. The Bryant out of the locker room. The Lady Cyclones have yet to come out. But Russellville trailing 27-24, as we mentioned before. Russellville led by as many as 8. This is the largest deficit that they've faced. And 4 players with 6 points in that first half. McAllister, Howerton, Myers, and Ely. Do have to watch the fouls. Davis with 2 and Ely with 2. Lady Cyclones still have not come out of the locker room. 35 seconds left on the clock. But we're looking at the officials, and they've just now emerged. And now the Lady Cyclones are coming back out. Morrilton Devil Dogs going to be playing, the senior boys will be playing the next game in the championship. And I can't tell who that is down there that they're going to be playing. It's not, I think it's Greenbriers who it is, which is a conference opponent for the boys and girls this year. They've got the Razorback game up on the big screen, and so that's the noise you hear. They showed the Army-Navy kickoff, and then I guess they showed this one in between commercials or halftime. Coach White talking to her team. They didn't get to warm up, but they had plenty of that before the game started. Looks like it's going to be Myers, Ely, Howerton, McAllister, and Davis, the original starting 5. It will not be the original starting 5 for Bryant. It will be India Atkins and Muse. Number 15, Selena Martin. And I thought it was going to be Russ because she was standing up. She goes and sits down. That'll be Tierra Trotter. So it will be the original starting 5 for both teams. We're finally back action. It should be Bryant basketball is what we think, because the Lady Cyclones got the last jump ball, and now they're having a discussion about it. Well, the scores table shows Bryant, and the scoreboard shows Bryant, but they tried to give it to Bryant when it showed Russellville on both. Earlier, they did fix it, so they'll fix this one. So it will be the Lady Hornets basketball. So we'll trade ins. Usually you like to shoot. You have to play offense in front of your bench. There were a few times that Nolan Richardson actually would change that. He would like his defense in front of him in the second half. That's the only person I've ever seen do it. There's a little give and go with Tierra Trotter. She has 4 points, and that's the largest lead for Bryant at 5 points, 29-24. Bad start for Russellville, but still plenty of time. Howerton at the top. Looking, there's Ely at the free throw line. One dribble in the lane, steps back, shot, rolls off the iron, rebound, battled around, and Myers comes away with it, puts it up, no good. There's Michaela with the follow. That one won't go. Take the lid off the basket. Had 3 shots at that one. None of them went, and they all hung around the rim. Tierra Trotter in the front court. And it looked like number 15, Selena Martin, got hit in the mouth, and she was checking herself over there, and now the official says my timeout, and that's what he's checking on. I don't know if she got hit in the eye or the nose. I think it looks like the nose. And so the official called timeout so they could get the injured player out. She was still running down the floor, but checking to see if it was bleeding so you can kind of tell something something was bothering her. They do get the substitution. We're back to action. Russell trailing 29-24. Allison Steen, number 10, had given it up. Muse double dribble. You don't see that too often. Bryant defeated Morrilton Lady Devil Dogs by 2 points to get here. The Lady Cyclones beat Wonderview by 5. That was the 2 semifinal games played on Wednesday. Cross-court pass comes to Z. She starts her drive in the corner to Davis. Back to McAllister. 6.5 to go, third quarter. Cross-court pass goes to Davis. She'll take a baseline, double team. Her pass is floated out the top and knocked into the backcourt by Bryant. Easy layup there for number 11, India Atkins. I think Davis's pass was actually going to Ely, but it was over her head. Howerton couldn't get to it in time. That's a 7-point lead for Bryant. Lady Cyclones have not scored in this third quarter. Here's a jump stop by Ely. They blew the whistle in the middle of the jump stop, so it should not be a shooting foul. They're going to call it on number 11, India Atkins. That'll be her first. And the first foul called on Bryant. And bounce pass comes to Howerton. They left her open. Three-pointer from the corner won't go. Steed with the rebound. Gets it off to Trotter. She'll bring it in the front court, taking it all the way for the layup. She's got 6 points. 33-24. Bryant starting to run away a little bit. Long pass down the floor. Great pass to Kara Davis, who hit the layup. They caught Bryant sleeping and caught me sleeping a little bit. That's the first basket for the Lady Cyclones here in the third quarter. That stops the bleeding a little bit. Need a good defensive set here. Steen gets it to Muse. They'll swing it around right side to Trotter. Steen was coming off a screen. She gets it now with her feet on the three-point line, knocks it down. Allison Steen has 6 points. It's back to a 9-point lead for the Lady Hornets, 35-26. And there's a turnover as Ely went to throw it, and the ball was knocked away from behind, and a layup by Atkins. Atkins now in double figures with 10 points. They're starting to pull away here at 37-26. Lady Cyclones turned it over on some unforced errors in the first half. That's what got them behind, but they've been cold shooting here. But as we say that, Myers knocking down the baseline jumper. Cut the lead to single digits for Bryant. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Still plenty of time. That's 8 points for Anna Myers. Lob it inside to Steen. Catches it. Passes it immediately to Muse. Three-pointer from the corner. Good grief. 6 points for Mackenzie Muse. They're spreading the scoring around, so it's not just one person that's doing it. Now their largest lead of the game at 40-28. Myers will take a baseline. Her shot from 15. Nowhere close because she got fouled on the arm. She's going to go to the free throw line. Second foul called on Bryant. This will be on Robin Gordon, her second. And Ann Myers goes to the free throw line for the second time in this game. Free throw is good. 40-29 our score. Lady Hornets leading with 4:02 left to play here in the third quarter. Free throw is no good. Lady Cyclones don't panic. They've been down by double digits before. And off the rebound, almost a turnover by Bryant. They threw it and hit the Lady Cyclones goal. They break the press. Pull-up jumper three-pointer won't go. Muse had perfect position. It was knocked from her hands by Ely. Good job by Ely, because otherwise that's probably going to be an easy layup for Mackenzie Muse. Allison Steen will inbound it on the left baseline. Gets it in the corner to Atkins. Dribbles to the lane. Shot up. No good. Same team there between Howerton and Ely. Ely grabs it and is going to be fouled on the back court. I think they're trying to even out the fouls. In the first half, they did not call a foul on Bryant till a minute 47 left to go in the first half. I think they're trying to even that part out now. That's number 2 on Mackenzie Muse. Not that that wasn't a foul. Turnaround jumper won't go. Back the other side, and Trotter with the rebound. Shortest player on the floor. She's going to bring it in the front court. Gets it off on the right wing to Atkins. Back to Trotter. Fakes the three. Takes it baseline. Shoots it, but Myers will have none of that as she blocked it out of bounds. And the Lady Hornets will have it on the right baseline. Bryant 6-1 on the season. Lady Cyclones 4-1 on the season. Both teams on a 4-game winning streak. Ivory Russ, the junior, will check in, replacing number 21, Robin Gordon. Gordon's 6'1", but really hasn't factored that much into it because they've been playing around the perimeter. 6'1" player sits down with just 2 points and 2 fouls. 3:10 left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones trailing 40-29. After that free throw by Myers, nobody has scored. Allison Steen takes it right down the middle of the lane, shot too hard off the backboard, and Ely now has 8 rebounds unofficially. Gives it off to Howerton. Howerton in the front court. Finds Myers underneath. Great pass. And finishing it off is Myers. She has 11 points. Lady Cyclones trailing 40-31. Muse on the right wing. Trotter. Back to Muse, and McAllister almost got the steal. She deflected it. She retreats. Stops Muse. Cross-court pass out on the left wing. Now to Atkins. Atkins just threw it to nobody. She was expecting somebody to be in the corner. Nobody was there. It'll be Lady Cyclone basketball. And now Atkins will check out. Kalia Walker in for Bryant. 40-31. The Lady Cyclones trailing. 2:17 left to play here in the third quarter. Still plenty of time. Need a bucket here. Kara Davis on the left wing. Gets it now inside to Ely. Turnaround jumper from the high post is good. Michaela knocking down that 15-footer. She's got 8 points, and Russell trails by 7. 40-33, 1:54 left here in the third. They tried to throw it inside. It was mishandled. Ross, she gets it back as Howerton goes to the floor. Muse, three-pointer, rolls off the iron. Howerton back up, and Maddie gets the rebound, and she'll bring it in the front court. Lady Cyclones trail 40-33. Ely, a move in the lane, shot blocked and lost out of bounds. Last touch by Trotter. Almost like you feel like you got an extra possession here because that should have been handled by Bryant easily. Selena Martin, the junior, number 15, back in for Bryant. Inbounds pass comes to Howerton. She's open. Three-pointer off the front of the iron. Long rebound comes to Bryant. They kind of batted around a little bit, but they've got a 2-on-2 if they want it. Taking it all the way and getting fouled is Kalia Walker. That'll be the first foul called on Russellville. And it'll be on number 3, Kara Davis. That's her third. I'm looking at Coach White, both Coach Whites, and they are not making a move to the bench right now. Free throw is good for Kalia Walker. It is a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. She has 9 points in the game, and into the game for the first time is Diana Robinson, 5'5" junior. Robinson did not play in that first half. 1:23 left to play in the third. Second free throw is good. Walker now in double figures. They have 2 players with 10 points, and now a substitution coming in. Russell got it to the bench late, but they do allow it. Sarah Velasquez, a 5'8" sophomore, will replace Davis. So Davis sitting down with 3 fouls. Lady Cyclones trail 42-33. 1:16 left to play in the third. Z started her drive, back out to Ely. Nice find of Velasquez, making move the basket. Missed the shot, though. Ross came away with it. We have a foul in the backcourt. Will this be on Velasquez? No, they're going to call it on Anna Myers. That'll be her first and the second team foul. 3 fouls called on Bryant, 2 on Russellville. 1:06 left to play here in the third. 42-33 and Lady Cyclones. Pressure a little bit, maybe a soft press. Looking to trap when they cross. They do cross, and they got it easily. A 3-on-2 shot, no good, but there to get the rebound. No, it went through her hands. There's a scramble for it as Walker picks it up. High off the backboard, no good. Myers with a rebound. Coach for Bryant's wanting a foul on that. I don't think you're going to get it when we're just flailing at the ball and throwing stuff up. They don't usually reward you. Pass almost went awry, but Ely picks it up and missed the 14-footer. Rebound, Ivory Ross, and Ross will bring it in the front court, 3-on-3. Leaving it now. Here's a 3-point try by Walker, knocking it down. Her first 3 of the game. She's got 13. They're up by 12. Z in the front court. 20 seconds on 16 left to play in the third. Lady Cyclones lose the basketball again. Pass ahead to Trotter. She got a breakaway. Z's there. Layup is good. 8 points for Trotter. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Z gives it off. I'm sorry, to Z. Her three-pointer is no good, but a foul call. They fouled Z on the last second shot, and so McAllister's going to get 3 free throws with no time on the clock. They're going to wipe the lane, and a huge mistake there by number 25, Kalia Walker. You don't try to come at somebody from the side and try to block the shot on last second shot. Z's going to make them pay. Going to the free throw line and hitting the first one. She's got 7 points. Second free throw is good. Make it 8 points. She hit all 3. 9 points for Z McAllister. Lady Cyclones pretty cold in that quarter, though. Just 3 made baskets. They went a total of 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Dug themselves a hole, but the good news is we got another quarter to try to get out of this hole. Lady Cyclones trailing 47-36, trailing by 11. We got some work ahead of us here, and hopefully they're not going to be as hot as they were. They made 6 2-pointers and 2 threes, 2 of 2 from the free throw line just in that quarter for Bryant. Foul situation, Kara Davis has 3. Michaela Ely did not pick up a foul in that third quarter, so she still has 2 fouls. Only players in double figures, I'm sorry, in foul trouble there. The only players in double figures for Russell is Anna Myers, who has 11. 9 points for Z McAllister, 8 points for Michaela Ely, 6 for Manny Howerton, and 2 for Kara Davis. They have 2 players in double figures, with Kalia Walker leading the way with 13 and India Atkins with 10. 8 points for Tiara Trotter and 6 points for Mackenzie Muse, who's hit 2 threes. Comes a point, you don't have to just throw up everything or anything, but comes a point sometimes where you think, okay, we got to start shooting some threes here. We get hot, take advantage of it, push it a little bit. But still, as we said, plenty of time. 8 minutes left to go in the game. Lady Cyclones trailing 47-36. It'll be Lady Cyclone basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Maddie Howerton, Kara Davis, Anna Myers, Sarah Velasquez, and Hillian Vardaman will start off in this quarter. Kara Davis with 3 fouls. Has it on left side. She's going to shoot a long 3. This one no good. Vardaman there with a follow, and she's going to be fouled on the follow. There was a time in that first half where it seemed like Bryant was getting every offensive rebound. It was on this side. Good to see the Lady Cyclones get one there. That foul called on Selena Martin. Free throw by Vardaman is good. Her first point of the game, 6-foot senior. Lady Cyclones pulled to within 10. Second free throw no good. Rebound caught by Tiara Trotter. Pass in the front court is Martin, and she got away with the travel is what I was about to say. Should say Walker, but nope, they called it. You move that pivot foot before you dribble. Good officials will get you every time. They're looking for it. 47-37, Lady Cyclones trail. Here's the entry pass to Myers, and she's going to draw the foul. This is what the Lady Cyclones want to do. You're going to collapse in there. They want to draw the foul. You're going to put Myers on the free throw line, who's 3 of 4 from there with 11 points in this game. That's the second foul on Selena Martin. First free throw is good. Martin has not scored in the game. She may be coming out. She is. Allison Steen, who's been a thorn on our side off the bench with 6 points, but some offensive rebounds, comes in. She steps in front of Vardaman. Doesn't matter as Anna Myers hit them both. She's now 5 of 6 from the line. That's 13 points. 7.5 to go. The Lady Cyclones trail 47-39. Trotter finding Martin. I thought went out of the game. She just went off the lane there. Missed the shot. Myers there with the rebound. Look, got to make the safe pass. She waited before she hit the outlet there. Howerton's just going to slow it up. To Myers just inside the three-point line. One dribble. Throws it up and in. I thought she was passing it down low. Glad I didn't say pass. She knocked that one down. Lady Cyclones trail 47-41. At the top is number 25, Walker. Gets it left side. Trotter, three-point is bad off the side. Hit the front of the iron. She's from the side. We could tell that from our vantage point. Velasquez got the rebound. Howerton has it. Davis and Howerton playing catch on that left side on top of the key. Davis finds Vardaman. Turnaround jumper is good by Vardaman, and what a pass from Kara Davis from the left wing behind the three-point line. And Vardaman was hitting, coming across the left block, so it wasn't just from the three-point line to the block. It was almost a timing pattern. Here's a three-point try by Martin. This one no good. Myers there with the rebound, trying to be safe there. Turned. Howerton was covered up, gave it to Velasquez, and now Maddie gets it. 47-43, Lady Cyclones trail, but they just threw the ball away. And Howerton knocked the ball away but took the foul, but that's a good foul, folks. It was going to be a 3-on-1 back the other direction. We'll take that foul every time. Maddie Howerton whistled for her second. The third team foul on the Lady Cyclones, and now we have a timeout called by the Lady Hornets. Russellville trailing 47-43. And a good foul by Maddie Howerton. And hey, if they don't call it, you knock the ball away, but you get that foul call because you know it's probably going to be a layup going the other direction by Bryant. 6:08 left to play here in the ball game. Russellville trailing by 4. They trailed by 11 at the start of the fourth quarter. They're just clawing their way back a little bit. A couple free throws by Anna Myers. A bucket by Anna. Julian Vardaman has 3 points in this quarter. Great assist by Kara Davis. And doing this with Ely and McAllister on the bench getting a breather. So it'll be fresh when they come back in the game. It's the championship game of the Morrilton Invitational Classic. Said Lady Cyclones have won this a couple times before. It's 11 years. Bryant calling timeout after that foul. They'll inbound it and bring it in the front court. Martin was left open, won't take it. Steen will, though, from 15, and that one rattles home. Allison Steen has 8, and that's their first bucket here in the fourth quarter. Howerton gives it to Vardaman behind the three-point line, going inside to Myers. Turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound, knocked around. Myers trying to get the steal, and there's a scramble for it, and what? Going to get a foul called. They call a foul on Anna Myers. What's tough foul when the ball's loose? You usually don't get fouls. You usually just let them scramble for it a little bit. It's tough to say who's gaining an advantage. They missed it. That was the 7th team foul in Russellville. No, it's not. I keep saying that. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's the 14th foul in Russellville, number 2 on Myers. 49-43, the Lady Cyclones trailing. Under 5.5 to go. Steen, shot, air ball. Had her feet on the three-point line. Myers gets the rebound. Here comes Maddie Howerton, crossover dribble, tries the left side. Kara Davis trying to get around, use a screen. They're chasing her with 2 people. One-handed pass Velasquez. A little fadeaway jumper is good. Velasquez took a power dribble to try to get away from the defender. Popped a little fadeaway. Lady Cyclones trailing 49-45. Three-pointer is good by Kalia Walker, her second 3 of the second half. She's got 16 points. That'll stop that run that Lady Cyclones had going on. We'd cut it to 4, but now it's back to 7. Maddie Howerton splitting a double team, finding Velasquez on the baseline. Jumper is good. Good pass by Maddie. Velasquez getting the basket. Lady Cyclones trail 52-47. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Hornets. Muse on the left wing gets in the corner to Martin. In the lane now, finding Martin, and her shot is good. That's her first basket of the game, folks. 7-point lead for the Lady Hornets. Michaela Ely will check in at the next dead ball. Howerton being double teamed, needs some help. She threw it away. Didn't have any help. She was backing away and tried to throw it over the double team. Nice little move inside. Shot is in by Atkins. And now it seemed like Lady Cyclones did a good job to cut it to 4 2 different times. And it's almost like, you know, you try to get in that lead, you exhale. And when you exhale, the other team scores 5 or 6 points. That's what it feels like here, and it's back to a 9-point advantage. As they've hit a 3 and a 2 to lead at 56-47 with 3:50 left. Lady Cyclones are using a timeout. They have 3 more, both teams, in fact, with 3:50 left. Anna Myers with 15 points. She's leading the way for Russellville. 9 points for Z McAllister. 8 points for Michaela Ely. 6 for Maddie Howerton. 4 for Sarah Velasquez. All 4 of those coming here in the fourth quarter. 3 points for Julian Vardaman and 2 points for Kara Davis. The rich gets richer for Bryant. Kalia Walker's hit a couple threes. She now has 16 points. India Atkins in that last two. She has 12. And Allison Steen made a basket. She's got 8. Stretch run here. And Lady Cyclones coming back in with McAllister and also with Ely, but they're going to sit down Myers, who'll get a breather. Vardaman stays in, as does Velasquez. Maddie Howerton in the game. So Kara Davis sits down. Did not commit a foul, so she's still with 3 fouls. Z. McAllister's pass wrestled away by Howerton. Ely finds a backdoor cut. Hillian Vardaman with the basket. Good pass from Ely. Lady Cyclones have done a good job getting those backdoor cuts, and sometimes they've been able to make that connection and getting layups. Sometimes they've had it intercepted. They cut it to 7 there, 56-49. Under 3.5 to go. Muse three-pointer. Good. She missed it. Ely with a rebound. I didn't mean good she hit it. I meant thank goodness that she missed it. 56-49. A pass intended for Ely was batted away, and the Lady Cyclones going to be whistled for a foul. That's number 3 on Michaela. And the 15th foul on the Lady Cyclones. 3:10 left. 56-49 our score. Bryant leading. Lady Cyclones led at the end of the first quarter, 12-6. Trailed by 3 at halftime. Trailed by 11 at the end of the third quarter. Here they trail by 7. They've cut it to 4 twice here in the second half. Mainly here in the fourth quarter. Nice backdoor cut there by Allison Steen, who now has double figures. And it's back to a 9-point advantage. 2:48 left to play here in the ballgame. Z. McAllister thought about a long 3. Gives it off to Howerton. Now Vardaman from the right side, no good. There's Ely with the follow, putting it up again. Kayla Ely, by our count, she's got 10 points, 10 rebounds. That's unofficially. Muse now gives it back to Kalia Walker. Russell trailing by 7, 2:20 left. Walker, bounce pass goes right between the legs and out of bounds. Vasilina Martin. Just lack of concentration there. She didn't have anybody on her on the baseline. They have a substitution. They didn't buzz it, but substitution. Z. McAllister will sit down, and Anna Myers comes in. Myers gets at the high post, had it knocked away from her hands. Muse has it for Bryant. Cyclone fans wanted a foul. They're not going to get it on that far side. Muse on the right wing. Gets it to Martin, turnaround jumping from 15. Missed that one badly, but it comes straight to Muse. Nobody went to go get it for Russville. Just sort of hit the floor and went straight to Muse. Backing it back out, number 25, Kalia Walker. Walker has it again on the left wing this time. 1:37 left. Russville trailing by 7. Have to foul 2 more times before they can put them in the 1-and-1. And now here's a steal by Velasquez. Muse got sloppy with the basketball. Now we have a foul in the backcourt. This is going to be on number 25, Kalia Walker, who did not give Maddie Howerton enough room. It should put Maddie on the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Having her take it out now, they're going to say, yeah, it's a 1-and-1 situation. When you're behind, this is always key when you can score without the clock moving. Maddie Howerton had a couple threes in the second quarter. It's our only points of the game. 1:25 left. Free throw is good by Howerton. That earns the bonus. 58-52 our score. Lady Cyclones trailing by 6. Second free throw good. Always good when you can do that. And now the Lady Cyclones want to take a timeout. They'll have 2 left. Got to take a full timeout here. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Lady Cyclones trailing 58-53 with 1:25 left. Lady Cyclones trailing 58-53, 1:25 left. We were doing some totals for you. The Lady Cyclones are 11 of 13 from the free throw line. As far as the Lady Hornets, they are 6 of 9 from the free throw line. I always look at that, see who to foul. Kind of the rule of thumb is don't foul seniors, but then you look, Kalia Walker, number 25, is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Number 11, India Atkins, is 0 of 2. Tier Trotter, number 1, is 0 for 1. Howerton hitting those 2 free throws, cutting the lead to 5. Play tough defense here. Make them get it across timeline before you even think about it. They got to get it across with 1:15 left. It's at 1:19, 1:18. And they should be getting close. That should have been a 10-second violation. They crossed at 1:14. It took them 11 seconds. And now you figure out, do we foul? When do we foul? It's at 1:06. Muse gets it to Walker. She's 4 of 4, and she's going to be the one fouled, and fouled by Ely, and that's number 4 on Michaela. The good thing is it doesn't put her on the line yet because that's just 16 fouls. So you wanted to get one foul there just to get them going. So now you can foul whenever whoever touches the ball you don't want or you want on the line. This number 11, Indy Atkins, she was 0 of 2. And now back to Walker. Michaela doesn't want to foul her. Michaela's got 4. Muse. And now they do foul Kalia Walker. And this is on Anna Myers. That's number 3 on her. Mackenzie Muse has not been in the line, number 35. But usually, typically, your three-point shooters are pretty good free throw shooters. I'm sure Coach White has all the stats on Bryant. They know who to foul, whom not to foul. Just basically, we've got a small sample size. They're going to shoot the 1-and-1. Kalia Walker 4 of 4, make it 5 of 5. She's leading scorer in the game for them with 17 points. Now they clear out everybody off the line. Second free is good. 18 points. They gave up 2 points there. Trailed by 7 with 40 seconds left. Z McAllister to Howerton. Gets it to Myers, turns around, pulls up from 15. That's good. Just traded a couple baskets, though, because of R2 came after their 2 made free throws. So we're going to have to hit a 3 and hope that, well, first hope I can either get a steal or they can miss some free throws and then maybe get a 3-pointer. We're trailed by 5. That's 2 possessions there. They're going to, like I said, Bryant's going to have to help us out either with a turnover or some missed free throws. The next one will still just be a 1-and-1 for Bryant. 32.3 seconds left. The Lady Cyclones trail 60-55. Both the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones will be in action next week twice at Cyclone Arena. On Tuesday, both teams will host Cabot. And then on Friday, as Rogers comes to town. I have it listed here that it's JV girls and varsity girls hosting Rogers, so maybe that's just a girls' game. But it is Tuesday is going to be Cabot. The girls' game will start about 6 o'clock. We'll have girls and boys action for you right here on Cyclone Booth. I think we're going to be joined with the radio once we start the Hoops for Hunger tournament on December 27th. We want to try to get the steal. Sometimes you want to wait and see if they cross half court, but I don't think we can afford 10 seconds, so we're probably going to try to get the steal and then maybe foul unless we get the trap. Going to inbound it in the corner, and a whistle of foul is going to be called on Kara, and that'll be number 4 on Davis. That's who, as far as just this game is concerned, who you don't want on the line, because Kalia Walker is perfect. 6 of 6 with 18 points. But only a couple seconds ran off the clock, 31.2. First free throw is good. She makes this one, it'll give her 20. She did. Russell trailing by 7, probably need a 3 here. Pass batted out of bounds. They were going for Z McAllister on that right side. Z gets it to Howerton, right back to Z. Trap, back to Howerton. 24 on the clock. Davis will shoot from the left side. This one no good. Ely with the follow won't go. Bryant has it. That might have been it, folks, right there. They have the rebound, and reach foul is going to be called on Myers. Myers wasn't trying to foul. She's trying to knock it away, and I didn't touch her, and she's right. But we are going to send India Atkins, who's 0 of 2 from the free throw line, to shoot the 1-and-1 with 13.6 seconds left. This will stop the Lady Cyclones' 4-game winning streak. They'll move to 4-2 on the season. Bryant will improve to 7-1 on the season. Free throw is good. And this will be the Bryant Lady Hornets winning the Morrilton Invitational, 11th annual Morrilton Invitational. Second free throw, missed that one, made 1 of 2. Rebound comes to Myers. Z McAllister will cross the timeline here. Kara Davis, step back, three-pointer is good. That's the first 3 for Kara Davis in the game. 2 seconds, 1 second. We've come to the end of the basketball game. The Lady Cyclones lose it by a score of 63-58. Boy, it just seemed like a tale of two games. The Lady Cyclones, after being tied 4-4, went on 8-0 run, led it 12-4, led it 12-6 at the end of the first quarter. And then Bryant took over and took a 15-12 lead. It went back and forth a little bit, and Bryant led by 3 at the half, built their lead up to 11. 2 different times in the fourth quarter, the Lady Cyclones cut the lead to 4, but never could get any closer than that. Leading the way for Russellville was Anna Myers with 17 points in the ballgame. Also in double figures, Michaela Ely, who unofficially had 10 points and 11 rebounds. 9 points for Z McAllister. 8 points for Maddie Howerton. 5 points for Hillian Vardaman, who got all 5 of hers in the fourth quarter. Sarah Velasquez with 4 points, all 4 points coming in the fourth quarter. Now skip Kara Davis. She had 5 points in the game for Russellville. 3 players in double figures for Bryant. And they had Kalia Walker with 20 points, 13 for India Atkins, and 10 points for Allison Steen. Lady Cyclones fall to 4-2 on the season. And like I said, their next ball game will be Tuesday at the Cyclone Arena as the girls and the boys will host Cabot. Panthers and Lady Panthers. And Cabot coach, that girls coach, I think this is her last year. And so that'll be monumental to see her go up against Coach Sherry White. But we thank you for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. Once again, our score, the Lady Cyclones fall to the Lady Hornets of Bryant by a score of 63-58. We thank you so much for joining us here on our YouTube channel. We'll see you Tuesday. Reminding you, if you're out on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white. So long, everybody.